All right, up first, we've got offensive coordinator Tony Elliott. Go ahead with questions whenever you guys are ready. Questions for Tony.
Hey,
David, you're muted. Sorry, he was talking in the press box. I'll go ahead and ask Tony. Just how do you think DJ played? It seemed like he was really battling through some pain and was able to gut it out and play well.
Right, I thought, man, he started off really, really well. He placed the ball where it needed to be. You know, we took three shots early down the field. He put the ball where it needed to be. You know, thought Ross could have came down with that one over towards our sideline. Then something, you know, with his knee, got banged up a little bit. Came back and just battled through. I think it's just high for passing yards, but man, he just continues to get better, managing the game. You know, I thought he did some really good things. And then right there when we had to have it, man, he didn't flinch, even though he was limping into the end zone. Man, he pulled it down and put the ball in the end zone on a quarterback run. So really, really proud of him and just how he's battled through everything that's been placed in front of him.
Hey, Coach, it's David Hood. Do you feel like a game like this where, again, down in the fourth quarter, have to come back and win, that this will pay you dividends down the road?
You know, I think so. I think what's happening is now guys are finding a way to win, you know, and not you know, playing not to lose. That's the confidence that we've had around here for a very, very long time. And, you know, this group had to create their own identity. And man, it's been a crazy year, but these young men, they just continue to battle. Man, the bonds are going stronger and stronger. Man, we have more adversity. You got Kobe goes down, Joe's out. I mean, these guys just continue to believe and continue to fight, and just so happy for them to have some success. And that's going to be what we need going forward, because we got a goal to make this in November to remember. We got 3 weeks left, 1 week at a time, but it's going to take us, you know, playing our best football down the stretch. And in order to do that, we got to have confidence.
Hey, Tony, Lawton Swan, just Bo Collins's performance and the way he's kind of stepped up here lately, but maybe also updating us on Joe Ngata and his situation.
Yeah, man, Bo stepped up for us tonight, and really, really proud of him, because if you look at early in the season, you know, he had a couple of drops that he battled through and came up big. First 100-yard receiving game of his career. He just continued, and we've been stretching him, man. He had to play, you know, multiple spots. He's really started to settle in. But if you watch Bo and you know Bo and you've been around him, I mean, he's an unbelievable young man, first and foremost. He works extremely, extremely hard. He came in very, very, very polished to begin with. And now his confidence is where it needs to be for him to go be able to play and display to everybody where he is. And Joe battled through, you know, just a foot deal he's been battling through, man. Found a way to get out there and give us as many snaps as he could. I hadn't had a chance to, you know, get the actual diagnosis post-game there, but I'm sure that Coach Rooney will be able to update you there. But, man, just proud of him, too, of battling through, because he's had, you know, ups and downs, you know, for the last couple of years. But to see him just continue to battle and give us what he gave us, and he had some big plays for us, too, that we needed.
Hey, Tony, this is Anna with Clemson 24/7. There at the end, I think 3 run plays. Was the main thought to go for the field goal, or did you guys consider maybe
So Coach came over the headset and said, look, we're in, you know, all run it territory. So the biggest thing there, because we felt like we were in field goal range and the field goal would be big. You know, if we could pop a run, we wanted to try and pop a run there if we could. You know, even try to go to a quarterback run there at the end. We didn't get it, didn't execute it right. But that was a decision there, is to run it 3 times. See, can we pop one? If not, then we'll kick the field goal and let the defense try and go win.
The 4th and 1. What happened there?
You know, it's tough. It's tough sledding down there. You're in a formation where they know what's coming. You know, it looks like we had a little bit of, you know, we gave up a little bit of penetration on the backside before Phil was able to get ready to go. Don't know if he had enough room to try and go over the top. You know, I'll see that when I look at it on tape. But there was a situation that we would say, hey, we're going to run behind the big boys, and they made a play right there, and we didn't make the play all across the front to give us a chance to try and knock it in there with Phil.
Hey, Tony, on that final drive, you know, the 3 yards and the field goal that you're talking about, was there any thought to play in Tyson on those 3 plays, given the fact that DJ had been hampered a little bit?
You know, there was some discussion there as well. But obviously DJ, you know, we put it in his hands. You know, he had been in the game. Tyson had been in and out of the game and just felt like, DJ was in a rhythm. Let's put the ball in his hands and let's try and give it to the backs and see could we hat him up and possibly pop him.
Coach, this is Todd in Greenville. I'm wondering what you thought about DJ's patience tonight, especially not only just passing, but on the runs too.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job, and he ran the ball aggressive, and what you saw early in the game, before he he banged up his knee a little bit, he was making guys miss. He was making safeties miss, which we knew he was capable of. But tonight, man, when he started the game, he had a different look in his eye. You could tell by those first couple of throws. Man, he went through his progressions. There were a couple of times where they were doing some roll coverage and dropping a DN underneath his first read, man, and he'd go back to his next read and find. So it looked like DJ that we've all anticipated seeing, and just happy for him that he was able to come out and will his team to a win.
Hey Tony, it's Will. Just curious with that touchdown drive, how big was that for you guys to have that after they get a score and you answer them right back, and what did that do for the rest of the night for you guys?
Can you repeat that a little loud? I didn't hear all that question.
Yeah, how big was it that you guys answered them immediately after they go up something and you were able to answer that? You did that.
It was huge. It was huge. You're on the road and momentum is key, and the game's gonna come down to who can flip the momentum at the right time. And it was our responsibility to go out there and challenge the guys too. On our openers, we've taken a lot of pride in trying to score in them first 9 plays. And tonight they came out the gate. Thought Kobe started with a good run. Then we hit a back shoulder right there. I think it was Ngata. Good ball by DJ. And then we were in position right there to be aggressive. Took a big shot, and Bo and Ross executed it right, and DJ had great protection, and DJ delivered the ball. So it was huge.
Tony, this is
go ahead.
It seems like DJ's still struggling a little bit to be consistent, especially maybe some of the horizontal throws. How does he improve that?
Just got to work through it. It's like any like a baseball hitter, a 3-point shooter. You just got to keep working at it, keep practicing, evaluating yourself. Looking at your fundamentals. And then also too, not making it bigger than what it is. He's improved. DJ, didn't start maybe the season the way he wanted to, but he's done the things we've asked him to do. He's worked on the things. He's amidst all the stuff that's going on around him, and he continues to get better. And his confidence is growing, and that's what we're going to focus on. Obviously, we'll coach him up to from whatever fundamental things we see on tape. But the biggest thing for him is, man, just keep playing ball, and those things are going to come.
Hey, Coach, Alex Dodd from the Clemson Insider in the Journal.
Yes, sir.
You talked about DJ, Shipley, and Joseph playing through some pain tonight. What do those three guys' example say about just the makeup of this team this year, pushing through pain?
Well, hey, it's. I mean, these guys, they love each other, and they're great character young men on this football team. They haven't buckled under the pressure and the adversity. It's made them stronger. It's shown the character of our program. That's something that Coach Sweeney's been talking about, over the last couple of weeks in particular. Man, stand on the foundation of the program. It starts with effort, and toughness and being physical and having an unshakable belief, a belief in the team, belief in yourself, a no-quit attitude. And so what you're seeing those guys understanding now, even though Shipley's a young guy and DJ's in his second year and God has been here for a while, but they understand, the culture that they came into here, the foundation that they have, and you're starting to see them, that culture take root in those guys. And that's what we need to continue to advance to where we want to be.
Hey, David, again, going back to Bo Collins, do you feel like, I know everybody has to cross-train and play different positions, but do you feel like maybe you found an answer in the slot there with Bo?
I think that he's finding a home, and I think Ross on the outside, but we had to switch some of that up today with Joe going out, and man, thought Dakari came in there, and would have loved for him to have got his foot down on that touchdown, but it was big for him to be in there. So we're going to continue to cross-train those guys, because if one thing we know about this season, I mean, there's going to be adversity, week in and week out. And all we can do is whenever the adversity presents itself, hit it straight on. But we got to cross-train our guys to be ready to rock and roll. And when we have opportunities, we'll try to get them in the spot where they're most comfortable.
Take one more for Coach.
Tony, this is Grace from The Athletic. You said a few minutes ago that DJ just had a different look in his eye? How so?
You know, just a focused intensity. You know, just a focused intensity that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go play my best game. You know, and not saying that he didn't have that before, but you could tell just with those first 3 throws, you know, that he had, that he was locked in and he was ready to go. And that's what we need from him, you know, down the stretch. You know, that's something that we challenged him, that this is his offense. You know, this is his football team. He's the quarterback. You know, you need to be more vocal, you know, and I think that he's really starting to embrace that. And that's helping him to be able to navigate, you know, throughout the course of the week. Because, I mean, we all know that being a quarterback at Clemson is not easy, you know, when things are going good. And when things are, you know, adverse, it's even harder. So really, really proud of him. And, you know, my hope and desire for him personally is that he'll just continue to stay the course, continue to focus on what he can control so that he can play his best football. And that's all that really matters.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Coach Sweeney's getting ready to start in room 3. Coach Venables is going in room 2. Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all.